Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, random rhyme production trails brings you a new bit at www.youtube.com/user/pronouns789. And today I'm going to be doing my WWE Battleground 2015 review, and let's get started. Okay, I got this thing up here. It's really cool how I did this. Anyway, the first match I'm going to talk about is the pre-show match, which is King What's Up versus King Barrett, and it was a pre-show match. It wasn't great. It definitely had its, what's the word here, mishaps, I guess, but it wasn't a great match. So King Barrett won that. I don't know if I got that right in the predictions or not. I think I got it wrong. But anyway, then the next match I'm going to talk about is the show that was after the kickoff show, pre-show. The first match of the actual pay-per-view was Sheamus versus Randy Orton for the random match. There was actually, I think, two of them. Yeah, two of them. And it was, again, okay. It wasn't great. It was better than the pre-show match, obviously. Like, who wants the first match of the night to suck? Like, it didn't suck, it just wasn't, like, Undertaker streak being broke by Brock Lesnar, great. Even though that kinda sucked to see the streak end, but whatever. I'll get back to that later. But anyway, Randy Orton won that match. I think I got that right. I'm not sure. I'm not really going on what I got right and what I got wrong. I just don't know. Anyway, hold on, I need to fix the camera. Okay. Then the next match was PTP versus ND, Primetime Players versus The New Day, and I knew that the Primetime Players were going to win this. It wasn't a bad match. Again, it was better than the other two matches, but like that's what I liked about this show. Like, it got better and better like every match. Okay. And there wasn't much to that match. Like, Primetime Players won. That's basically it. Then one of the crappy endings matches, Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. Some guy in a like grayish blackish hood interrupted the match. The referee didn't see it apparently, and then like after that, Bray Wyatt rolls him back into the ring, and he does the Sister Abigail and pins him kind of clean, not really clean. 1, 2, 3, and then as soon as that happened, the guy in the grayish blackish hoodie thingy was revealed to be Luke Harper, which was not surprising because it showed his face first thing. That's what I thought was hilarious. Like, oh, I wonder who it is. Oh, it's definitely not Luke Harper. Anyway, then the next match was actually a pretty good match. Brie Bella versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. The two divas that are debuting into the division on the main roster, and it was a good match, and I was happy to see Charlotte win. I think that's where it kind of took a slope down, because like it wasn't as good as Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns, but Kevin Owens versus John Cena made up for that, because that was a phenomenal match. I liked the fact that Kevin Owens kicked out of a second rope attitude adjustment. He actually pulled a John Cena there, kicked out at 2 every time until he lost. Sadly, John Cena is still the United States champion, and where do they go from there? What is Kevin Owens gonna be doing? Like, I don't know. But after that, Miz came out, and then he was talking crap about how Ryback faked an injury, and I think it's funny that as soon as he has to fight me, he gets an injury, and blah 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 blah. And then, he was talking crap about Big Show, and he said, I haven't seen Big Show since the Attitude Era. And then, eventually, about 3 minutes afterwards, you hear the entrance music, Big Show comes down, and then you hear a big right in the mouth, and then Miz was dead. I don't know. I thought it was hilarious because he was just like Big Show just walled down to the ring, and then got up in the ring, and then just went boom, and then walked back out. That's what I thought was hilarious. Didn't take time off. Oh, yeah. And I do agree with Miz on some points. I do think Big Show should retire because he's old. He's been in the business for so long. That's why I think R-Truth should kind of step back a little, because he's been in the business since 1997, for God's sake. Anyway, after that promo, I think there was more commercials. I don't really care about those. And then Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. And what happened in that match was, I actually kept count of the suplexes that Brock Lesnar has done to Seth Rollins, and there probably would have been more. It was 12 suplexes, and I'm not completely sure, but I think the record for John Cena's match was 14, I believe. So 2 more and it would have been a tie. So anyway, there was not really a clear winner in that matchup, and I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll tell you why. It has to do with complete darkness, and then it got all scary. It got really scary, and then within a couple seconds later, boom, the lights come back on. Then you just hear a boom. Undertaker has came back from the dead, even though he hasn't been dead. Well, he did die. No, he didn't die. That was last year. Anyway, then the referee didn't ring not the referee, but the bellkeeper did not ring the bell. I actually left a tweet about this. I thought it was hilarious. I said, I tweeted to WWE saying they need to get a new bellkeeper. Then, there was a choke slam and 2 tombstones, and what everybody is speculating about is what happened to Seth Rollins and the referee. And I think that's why the bellkeeper did not ring the bell, because the referee did not tell him to ring the bell, which means he did not ring the bell because that's what the referee is supposed to do. Anyway, once all that happened, let's talk about before that matter. It was a great match, mostly because Seth Rollins was getting his ass kicked. And it was pretty obvious that Brock Lesnar was going to win. And then as soon as he hit the F5, it went dark, just like this, hold on, like that. And then after that happened, I already explained what happened. A choke slam and 2 tombstones. He tried to attempt the F5, reversed it. He tried to attempt a German suplex to reverse that. And I said this in my WrestleMania 31 review. He still has the knee braces. I kind of feel bad for the little 50-year-old. That's another thing. Why is Undertaker there at 50 years old. He's been in the business longer than anybody else has been in the business. Like, jeez. Anyway, that was all the matches, but first I want to talk about rumors and all that other stuff that didn't happen in the pay-per-view. There was, after the Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins incident, I read a comment on Facebook that there was a reason for Undertaker to come back, and it was to have Seth Rollins feud with Kane, and to have, oh, sorry about that, but my camera stopped because apparently it only has a 10-minute limit, so screw you, camera. Anyway, the reasoning for that happening is Brock Lesnar was going to feud with Undertaker, and Seth Rollins was going to feud with Kane, and then what was going to happen was eventually it would only be two guys, and then they would fight for the title. And that makes a lot of sense to me. Because Brock Lesnar broke Kane's ankle, and then the Savior of the Day had to get vengeance for two things: breaking his brother's ankle and beating the streak. Because I would totally be mad about breaking my 21-year streak. So, anyway, I thought that was a great pay-per-view. Overall, I thought it was a great show until it ended, and it screwed us out of 15 minutes worth of a pay-per-view that's supposed to be 15 minutes longer, and we paid $10, maybe $60, depending on where you live and whether you bought the pay-per-view or you got the network. But that's what I thought was messed up. Anyway, I wish they would have had the match longer. I wish Undertaker would have held off a little bit. But I think the only reason it was like that was because of the sudden Ryback being injured thing. They didn't have enough time to fill the slot. So that's what I think happened there. Anyway, did you guys enjoy WWE Battleground? Tell me what you thought about it in the comments. Check out my social media. I have a PlayStation, Twitter, and Skype, all in the description below. And please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to. And by the way, tell me what you guys thought about Undertaker returning, and whether you think they're actually going to go on with the SummerSlam match between, I think it was Undertaker, Seth Rollins, and Brock Lesnar. Anyway.